and welcome to my home in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm outside enjoying a beautiful springtime morning. It's very inspirational out here with all the birds and the flowers, and you know, it's got me thinking. All the special times in my life, I have been thinking about anniversaries, first dates, birthdays, and family gatherings with friends and family. And what do they all revolve around? One thing, that's cooking. I also started thinking about all the places I've lived across the United States and how they've influenced me in the way I cook. I was born and raised in Royal Oak, Michigan. They're known for their wonderful cherry products. So I thought I would start an appetizer that would include cherries. I also spent a lot of time in Atlanta, Georgia, about 10 years, and many summers on my Aunt Opal's front porch, tipping and tailing beans, learning to put the South in my mouth, and to make up those wonderful Southern cuisines that they have go with the fried chicken and the biscuits, the gravy, and we always had crunchy, crispy bacon. So I thought I would add that to my recipe as well. Now I currently live in the Southwest, and we are definitely influenced by Mexican cooking. Now, in the Mexican cuisine, we find a lot of corn products. We find corn tortillas, and we find the masa, the corn masa that's used in tamales. So I thought that I would make like a little twist on a southern or southwest cornbread and kind of use that in my appetizer as well. Then there's my future, and I hope that my future lies with Philadelphia cream cheese. So, of course, in the middle of my appetizer, we'll be featuring that delicious, beautiful cheese right in the center. So, let's go in the kitchen, let's get cooking, and let's make a wonderful appetizer that reflects my life.
Before we go inside, let's review all the ingredients that will be needed for today's recipe. Let's start with a store-bought corn muffin mix, 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese, a half a cup of diced bell peppers, a half a package of bacon that's been pre-cooked. We'll also need 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning, 2 tablespoons of dehydrated dried onion, 1 cup of shredded Mexican cheese, 1 tablespoon of dried mustard, and a half a cup of cherry preserves.
Okay, I've been busy cooking away here, working on my Life in a Bite appetizers. In this large mixing bowl, I took my package of store-bought corn muffin mix. Now, my mix only required 1/2 a cup of milk, so that's all I added. Now, if you're using a different brand that maybe requires eggs or oil, go ahead and follow their directions to make the muffins themselves. To this, I've already added my 1/2 cup of diced red peppers. Now I'm going to add my taco seasoning, my shredded cheese, yum, and my dehydrated onion. Now the reason I'm using the dehydrated onion is it just seems to add a lot of flavor, and we want intense flavor in this cornbread because it's just going to be a crust to hold all our other ingredients. So once I get those in the bowl, I'm going to mix these up real nice. Now let's go ahead and work on our little cherry topping here. I'm just going to simply add my mustard to this jam here. And I'm going to go ahead and just stir it up. It's really just that simple. Okay, now I want to show you how I'm going to cut the cream cheese. Now there is a little secret to this. I went ahead and put my cream cheese in the freezer to get nice and firm so it'd be easy to cut. Then I took a large coffee mug and put some water in it, put it in the microwave, and got it till it's boiling hot. Now I'm just going to take an ordinary kitchen knife and dip it in. Now when I cut my cream cheese, it cuts nice and easy. And the idea is that I want to cut these cream cheese pieces here into nice little squares. See? Just like that. And it is this easy if you use this method. Next, after my muffin mix is prepared, I'm going to get a mini muffin pan out and thoroughly spray it with your favorite non-stick cooking spray. This is important because we want our little bites to come out nice and easy, because otherwise it's not very fun, is it? So I'm going to just take a regular little teaspoon
And I'm going to only fill these about, halfway. They're going to rise when they cook, and we want to save some room for other ingredients. Now, the centerpiece right here is our Philadelphia cream cheese. I'm just going to take one of these squares and I'm going to push it inside of this muffin mix and let the mix kind of go around. This way, this is going to be the creamy center of our little bites. Now, the bacon. Now, who doesn't like bacon? This is going to add a nice little salty, crunchy topping to it. That's it. Now I'm going to place this muffin pan in an oven at 400 degrees. And when it comes out, we'll go ahead and finish up our appetizers. Okay, these appetizers came out of the oven and they turned out perfect, just the way I wanted them to be. The cornbread kind of raised up and made a little cup for that cream cheese to sit inside. And the bacon got nice and crispy. They're a little bit like me. They're a little sweet, a little spicy, a little sassy, and a little crispy around the edges. But I think that you'll really enjoy these appetizers. All we have to do next is to take our cherry preserves and just top each little bite off here with this mixture. These would be perfect to serve at your next Michigan cocktail party, or maybe your afternoon girls' tea in the South, or perhaps even here in the Southwest, you could serve these at your next cocktail party with margaritas and sangria. Whatever you do, I'm sure your guests will enjoy them. If you're wondering what it's like to be in my shoes, then go ahead, try these. Take a bite of my life. Try these wonderful appetizers tonight or at your next party.